the weekly source. Welcome.
I have no idea who the fuck that guy is.
Which guy?
Some sort of hobbit or troll.
Wow.
I'm not entirely sure.
That's deep
With
cut.
the Hobbit remark. Already? How did
cut.
you know? I've been thinking about changing my PSN to Hobbit for some time, but it's probably taken. So
Well, you put two Z's on your name, so I'm sure you could find some creative way to fit Hobbit in there. That's not taken.
I don't know.
Hobbits.
Zzz.
All right, there you go. It's September 1st. September 1st, 2016. Thursday, as always. I didn't bring this up last week. Megascorcher.com is back. You can go there and it works.
Oh, it is?
It's a thing now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
So you can find all of our shows there. Well, not all of our shows. All of our newest shows. Everything will be there eventually. Once I unbreak the old site and get everything back, which will take a little bit. But hey, everything's still on iTunes. If you want to go there, go do that. Everywhere else podcasts are found. So like whatever it is on an Android. Does anybody here have an Android phone?
I might be getting one soon.
Well, it's
I might
called.
be making the jump.
Google has something for podcasts. I forget what it's called. But there's a bunch of apps you can get. There's a bunch of apps you can get. Just get an app. We're on it. And then you can find us on Twitch. We're live every week on twitch.tv/MegascorcherTV. And then we're live on YouTube as well. It's youtube.com//MegascorcherTV. And then it's /live for the live feed. But even if you just go to /MegascorcherTV, the live will be the first thing you see. You just need to click on it. There you go. I introduced everybody.
There you go. Introductions.
Everybody. Okay, let's go
That's been
to
done.
the games we are playing.
Oh shit.
Okay, Battlefield 1. That's pretty much all I've been playing. We'll be
It's
playing
only been
it
out for
yesterday.
24 hours.
It came out yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
That's
fun.
all you played all week? Yesterday?
Yes.
I downloaded
Yes.
it twice, and then all of a sudden I tried to play, and my Crossfire was going to shit, so I closed the game, turned off Crossfire, got back into Battlefield 1, and the servers were down.
So the
It's,
first
I didn't
time
get
I
to play yesterday.
the first time I played, the servers took a little bit to come up, but they finally went up. Yeah.
It's been spotty for sure. I have a friend that hasn't been. I think he finally got to play today, but while he was having troubles, I was able to play last night. So
I don't know if everything is reporting correctly, but I looked at the pings for everybody, and it said 0. So I doubt that's reporting correctly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I doubt everybody has a 0 ping.
Because I tried both the PS4 and the PC versions, and the servers were down at around 10 o'clock Eastern.
That's around when I played last night. So weird. I just clicked a few times. It took like 5
I
times.
played a
and it
little
went in.
earlier, I think.
There's only one map, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a lot of fun. I played, I think, 3 rounds, and it's a really fun game. But you can only play 3 rounds of a map before you got to take a break. I think like that, especially that map. There's not a whole lot.
I hated
that
that
map?
map at first, but I kind of like it now already. Yep.
I like it. It's hard to play that the way the map is laid out. It's hard to play it 3 times in a row or more than 3 times in a row without maybe playing something else or doing something else in
Sure.
between.
Something that
I'll
I
do
like.
something else.
Oh, you will.
Something that I like a lot right off the bat is the sounds. The gun sounds and shit in this game are
I mean,
fucking
that's-
amazing.
kind of expected from Dice.
Yes,
now,
it's
isn't it?
expected, but it's we've heard modern guns forever. Like I miss that
Yeah.
carbine from like the 1942 and 43 where you go and it goes like ching when you reload it. It's pretty fucking awesome.
It is.
I
You know,
can't
it is
wait to hear all
refreshing.
those sounds again. Yep,
The change of era is very refreshing.
it's good.
Which is funny. That's what we were saying when we moved from World War II to modern. So I guess it's a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is World War One, we've never really been here. I'm excited to see more. All I've really had to play was the scout. I played the scout class, and I'm still trying to figure out. It's got a secondary bullet for armor targets, I guess. I haven't really got a chance to use it, but
I see.
no, it's fun. I like it.
Cool.
I wrecked with the plane. I wasn't flying it though. I was the gunner. And
Well, I
just
like how
wrecked with it.
you just spawn in the plane and you don't take off with it. You're just bam, you're in the air. Here you go.
That's how it was in. Oh no, it wasn't.
No, all
It
the
wasn't.
other
You
ones
took
were.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to take off, but you did spawn in them.
And they have animations for like all the seat movement now, which is like I'm like changing seats in the plane. I'm like, holy fuck! I'm like upside
Yeah,
down. I'm
it's
changing
disorienting.
seats.
I almost died with it because of that. Well, it was mostly because of the guy that was flying the plane. He just bailed when we were really low to the ground. So I'm like, oh, no problem. I guess he just wanted to jump out. So I pressed the key to switch to the driver's seat, thinking it was going to be instantaneous, and it wasn't. And I had to. It got tense. It got really close to the ground.
The
but
game
I lived.
looks goddamn amazing. Like holy
looks
shit,
gorgeous.
it looks yeah. I can't say anything bad about the graphics. I like if I had to describe it, it's a little bit like Metal Gear 5. It kind of gives off that vibe because of the horses and it's just and the craziness. I don't know. And then it looks pretty. Both of those games look very good. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say. It's Battlefield. All in all, it's still Battlefield.
It's got a Battlefront feel to it as well.
Oh, did
which is
anybody
weird
play
to
with the
say.
train? There's like a big
I haven't even seen it yet.
Oh,
I haven't got a chance to
That's
see it.
awesome.
Is it the losing team that gets it, or how does that work?
I want to say it's the losing team, but I have no idea because it just spawned when I played, so I have
Is
no
it like
idea.
does somebody have to pick it up? Like, is it one of those upgrades, or because I know
don't
it does
know. I have no
something
idea.
similar.
Yeah, because
I was
some people
actually-
have flamethrowers too, and I have no idea how to get that flamethrower.
Well, the thing is, I was actually worried because I knew they were going to do power ups like that, where you can pick stuff off the in the field.
Yeah.
Like I'm stumbling. Holy crap! Like Battlefront, and I got worried because I'm like, I don't really want floating upgrades in Battlefield. I don't know why. I didn't really like that idea, but I like how they ended up doing it. Was basically, I managed to find the, I guess it's a machine gun power up. It's got like a Gatling gun. You wear a full suit of metal plate armor, like a knight. I found one of those. I didn't pick it up because I wanted to snipe. But it basically, I guess they'll spawn close to outposts, and they're in like little crates. So it blends in really well with the environment and stuff. You gotta look out for them, and you just go up to them. It's like you're picking up somebody's gun.
All right, I feel like I've probably seen where that flamethrower is. I just never actually bothered picking it up.
Curbs, are you playing on PC or PS4?
I played it on PC, and I'm going to be playing on a PS4 with you guys tonight.
I got it on both as well.
Yeah,
so
I haven't tried it on PS4, but I'm actually interested to see what differences there are, if any.
All right, well, that's it for Battlefield. That's all I got.
That's really all week?
Yeah. I played
Okay,
a lot
well,
of Battlefield yesterday and today. Like, a lot.
I played a little bit of WoW. I tried to play last night, and because the expansion hit, it's really hard to get in to my server, at least. So I didn't really play at all yesterday, which is fine. My game time is almost up, so I'm probably going to stop playing. But
He's paying for this, people. Keep that in mind. He's paying for this.
Oh, no, I got my money's worth already. Game time is almost up. What else have I been playing? MLB, the usual. I feel like there's something. Oh, I popped in Uncharted 2 because I have the Drake's collection, so I started playing that again. It's a fun game, good game. I skipped the first one.
Are those
That one's really
res or is that a PS3 game?
It's I got the it's the HD.
Well, it plays on the
collection better.
PS4, but I don't know if it is up-res or not. I don't
I
know.
know
It's just
Uncharted.
I think it is. I think
Uncharted
they are.
1 and 2. Yeah, they used. Well, basically, what they did was Uncharted 1, instead of using the gameplay model, it uses
they
the
use-
cinematic model for
Yeah.
Drake. I think they do the same thing with 2, and everything's a little bit up-resed. But Uncharted 1, gameplay-wise, is not even. I can't even play it. It's so.
Oh, no, it sucked back in the day. Like I liked
It
it,
did
but
not-
man, it's like I'm shooting this dude 10 times in the head. What the fuck?
I remember enjoying it back in the day. I can't even enjoy it now.
Oh,
It's so hard.
I
It's
only
so
loved
hard to
how
play.
amazing that game looked, but everything and like the jet ski scene, like that game has some moments, but playing it, holy
The
god
gameplay
damn
did
it.
not age well.
Oh no!
I
ugh.
didn't. I remember. I don't remember having an issue with the gameplay when it
Oh,
first came out.
I hated it, man. Oh, they're such
definitely
they're
had an
bullet
issue with it.
sponges, and it's just my god, I hate this.
That's definitely true. I've died so many times. I'm only in the first chapter, and I think I'm playing on easy. I'm not that bad at games, guys. I said that bad. I can be. I can. Some of these games I'm pretty terrible at. But no. So yeah, those are the games I've been playing.
I noticed that Steiner has Battlefield 4 in his list.
yeah, we played it last week.
I
after the
guess.
show.
I guess.
Oh,
I guess so.
Sorry, I played that too. My bad. Got too excited.
So yeah, as Matt just said, I played some Battlefield 4 on the after show last week.
That new interface that they have is cool.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing as what they had in Battlefield 1. I'm
It's
assuming it is
similar.
updated
It's not
Battlefield.
exactly the same, but it's similar. Same feel.
It's pretty much the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
At least the PC one looked idiotically similar to what the PS4 version was.
Mm-hmm.
Played some Old Faithful, which is StarCraft 2. I always play that game, and I don't have to pay extra money a month to play it, so I keep playing it.
The cheap shots, man.
I might just get Overwatch just so I can play it and
I'm
not
just kidding. I'm
pay
not
a monthly
surprised with
fee
cheap
for
shots.
it. Does anybody want to play
Yeah.
Overwatch? Maybe.
You know what? When I get another job, I'm down.
Okay,
I don't
we'll
have it.
see.
I'm not paying $80 for Overwatch.
Tomorrow's my last. Isn't it only like 60 if you download it? I'm
No.
looking it up right now.
I'm sure it'll go down. in price eventually.
$79.99 Canadian.
Oh, it's $60 US. Okay.
I'm sure it'll go down in price. I'm sure.
I'm sure it won't. It's
Eventually.
way too popular. It's way
and
too popular.
Oh, dude, it's not gonna stay popular forever.
well,
Come on.
It might.
yeah, exactly.
Doom is
I
$20
don't
right now.
Warcraft did.
Well, no, well, you got Warcraft, and then you got the expansion pack with the original game or whatever for it to.
They
keep
might
up.
make. Maybe they'll.
It was a different
make
time, man.
expansions
Games
for
go on
Overwatch.
sale now. Games go on sale now.
Speaking of,
That's just what happens.
there's a game that went on sale that I might pick up, but I don't know yet because I don't have any money.
Is it Doom?
It's Ark
Mm,
Survival Evolved.
do you shoot people in first person? Is that how it works?
Have you not seen Ark?
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, it's the dinosaur. You're
It's
on an
the
island with
dinosaur.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like a survival game.
Is it not free right now,
It's
or is it out of early access?
It's
Or do you-
$19.79 on Steam. It's 40% off.
I just got my internet bill, and my payment did not go through. Cheers.
It's still in early access. That's weird.
No, I just got to pay it
Yeah.
manually tomorrow. God damn
I'm
it.
pretty sure. Yeah, it's in early access now. I don't know if you necessarily have to buy the game to get into early access.
You do.
Okay.
Get instant access. Start playing. Yeah, you have to. You have to buy the game,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's $20 right now.
Yeah, I watched. I'm not interested in that whatsoever.
I am.
Okay, I'm going to
But
talk
I
about
don't
the
know.
new releases for 1 second. There's none.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, that was literally 1 second.
Hmm.
Did you even play the music?
No, because
You gotta play the music. Make it
no,
official.
the games are playing and
Make
the new
it
releases
official.
music is the same music now. It's the same music. It's the same.
Oh, is it?
music. Yeah.
That's lazy. Or is the
No,
other
I'm
music
saving the new
replacing
releases
something?
music for something else, like wrestling or something.
All right, fair enough.
Talking about wrestling, we're probably gonna switch to format soon, where Fresh Air is only gonna be about video games. Soon.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It just makes more sense. Even if we do all the shows
right.
on one night, I don't care. Whatever works.
Yeah.
All right.
I got you. I got what you're saying.
Let's
So
go.
we're basically making a new show, but not really.
It'll be called Sprawl and Brawl, probably. Names that we've used
Oh
before.
yeah, that's a name that we used before. That's right. But that was more for MMA though.
Well,
Yeah, but
No.
you could use it for both. All right. Let's go to the gaming news of the week. So the
There are
Nintendo
none.
Direct happened this morning. There was a Nintendo Direct. That's the thing where they, talk about their own stuff. Focused on the 3DS curves.
Oh.
You might be excited.
I mean, is Pokemon mentioned?
Maybe, but I did not write anything down about Pokemon.
Then I'm not excited.
it's Nintendo. I don't give a shit.
If there
Yeah,
was
you
Pokemon news, it wasn't much. Anyways, the biggest news, I guess, is that Super Mario Maker is coming through the 3DS. But here's the thing that sucks about it. It's like extremely limited in features. You cannot share online.
Of course, it's a
You can
3DS.
only share locally. What? There's Wi-Fi on the 3DS.
No, but
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Of course, too. Though it's the limited. It's the limitations that.
Yeah, so you can only play.
But that limitation has nothing to do with the capability of the 3DS.
I was when he said limitations, I was thinking more of like
I know.
number of
But-
stuff you can.
No, so it's pretty
build,
much
I guess.
exactly the same game except one mushroom
Oh,
is
okay.
missing.
Well, then-
Except one mushroom is missing. That's the only
oh,
difference.
which one?
It's like I think it's the mystery mushroom. I think it might be the mushroom that makes you big. I'm not sure. Like super huge.
It'd be really funny if it was a mushroom exclusive to a 3DS game that was missing.
It's called the mystery mushroom. I don't know if the mystery mushroom is the one that is just like a regular mushroom, except it makes you look weird. I don't remember. It's either that one or the one that makes you huge.
I can look it up.
Mystery mushroom. I think it's the one that makes you huge. Yeah, it's the one that makes you huge. Yeah, because it's a huge mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, mystery mushroom.
Yeah, it's just it's the one that makes you huge and you can run through blocks and everything. It's that one. So you can't put that in the 3DS version. Then,
It's
the only way you can play other people's creations.
You're wrong.
What?
It's if Mario touches one, he will transform into Costume Mario and take the form of one of various costumes.
Oh, okay. So that makes
Most
sense.
of which are based on non-Mario Nintendo characters. The costumes can be unlocked by doing one of the following.
Yeah, the amiibos.
And-
you have amiibos, and then you touch.
Yeah,
them.
so it's complete. Yeah, it's amiibos. It's other stuff.
Mhm. Finishing levels. They give you some.
Don't
okay,
they
yeah.
have amiibos on the 3DS?
They
it can
work
only
back
be
and
used-
forth, but I don't. Yeah, I get that.
Mystery
I get
mushrooms
that.
can only be used in the Super Mario Bros. Style of game, since it gets replaced by the Super Leaf, Cape Feather, or Propeller Mushroom in other game styles.
All
So
right.
there you go.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, it's the one that changes your costume. All right, now that game's cool. The only way you can play other people's creations is when you go to the 100 Mario challenge, which is the mode that just picks 100 random levels and then you go. That's the only way you can
See,
play.
that is dumb.
It is
that
dumb.
is dumb.
It is dumb. But hey, people who wanted to play that game have already played it already.
And I am not one of them.
That game is really good.
I mean,
It's a
I
really
wanted to
good
play
game.
it, but I haven't played it, so.
The 3DS release of Dragon Quest, what is that, 7? 6?
Yeah.
8? No, that's 8.
23.
That's 8. That's 8.
25.
No, that's 8. All right. Once expected for late 2016 is now going to be out next year. Good stuff. Mario Sports Superstars is going to combine tennis, golf, baseball, and soccer. It's going to add horse racing as a new sport.
Oh.
Woo! Horse racing. Pikmin is going to have a side scroller next year on the 3DS. That's okay, cool. Pikmin, I guess. Yoshi's Woolly World is coming to the 3DS February 3rd next year, whatever. And then if you like street passing, this is big news for some people. You can only street pass with 10 people at a time, right? And then you'd have to open your screen and then go through the 10 and then close it and then go do your 10 again. Now it's 100. You can do 100 of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that was one of the cool things about the 3DS at first. But now it's like, Did you know that there's like a dating app that's like that? It's like street
I did
passing,
not.
but you're dating. No,
No, I didn't
it's
know
called
that.
Happen. like Hap, and no, all right. Then that's it. That's it for Nintendo news. Konami's re-releasing Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes with Phantom Pain and all the DLC October 11th. So if you have not played Metal Gear Solid 5, wait and get this.
Shit.
That's pretty cool.
Because it's worth it. Ground Zeroes is good. Phantom Pain is good. I have not finished Phantom Pain.
I
So I'm
have
probably
Ground
gonna-
Zeroes. I haven't played it. I got it with PS Plus.
Ground
I just
Zeroes
haven't played
is
it.
super short. You should probably finish that.
I heard.
It's really easy. And the way it finishes is really good. But you've already seen how it finishes in that trailer we saw for the zombie thing last week.
I didn't see it.
Mm.
No, wait. Yeah, I did.
When they leave with that helicopter and the base is exploding, that's how Ground Zeroes ends.
Okay.
Sierra. We were talking about Sierra last week, so it's
We
kind of cool that it's talk about this week. So SWAT. We were talking about SWAT. It's actually in a series
They're
called
making another one?
No, it's in a series called
That's
Police
disappointing.
Quest, which is
Oh.
something.
Okay.
Anyways, so Sierra, they're releasing a collection on Steam, and it comes with Police Quest, so all the SWAT games. I think 1 and 2
That's
though. I think that's just 1 and 2.
Police
Not
Police
3 and 4.
Quest
No, because three and
collection with
3 and 4 I
3 and
don't think
4
are
are the
called
best
Police Quest.
ones.
I don't think they're called Police Quest.
No. I'm looking at my SWAT 4 box right now, and it doesn't say Police Quest on it.
And then
Where's my SWAT 3 one?
there's games called Gabriel Knight 1 and 2. I've never 3. I've never played any of those. What else? Blood of the Damned Arcanum. I don't know. These are like a bunch of
I've never really
RPGs.
heard any of these.
Quest of
Neither have
Glory.
I.
I know what Quest of Glory is. It's kind of like King's Quest. Kind of like King's Quest. Phantasmagoria. I don't know what that is either. And then Caesar 4. You know what? They're all like adventure games. Most of them. Police Quest not really. You know, Police Quest 1 is kind of like an adventure game. It's totally like an adventure game now that I think about it. Because like you walk in a room and then you do one bad move and then you're dead. It's like, well, that was fun. No, I don't know. I think it was $20 or $30 or something like that. That might just be worth it alone for Police Quest. If you've never played that, 2 is really good. 1, I don't know how 1 ages. It's kind of like a weird FMV game.
I was really hoping for another SWAT.
No,
Not gonna lie.
And then the last gaming news this week, Nintendo has removed a bunch of fan games from a site called Game Jolt. So you know those fan-made games.
Hold over 500.
500
games.
of them.
Now, is that 500 individual or different games or different versions of games? Because you could have.
No,
like,
it's 500
18
different
packs
games.
or
It's
whatever.
500 different games.
That's a lot of fucking games.
Yeah. People
Different,
people like to make games, and when they first start making games, what do you think they're gonna make? It's like, hey, I know how Mario works. He runs right and you jump.
Yeah. You throw fireballs. Come on.
And sometimes you throw
Occasionally.
fireballs, yeah.
Occasionally, but you don't need to program that in your version of Mario. My Mario is he just runs. He's just happy to run.
Well, you're a lazy person then.
I just don't know how to program that fireball in yet.
I don't want to play your game.
I don't. It's fine.
I won't.
It's fine.
I got 499 other games I can play.
Well, not anymore.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
well,
Yeah,
that's true.
Kind of the point.
You could go play that Metroid remake that came out last week. That looks really good. All right.
That'll be gone soon too.
Well, no, that's already gone. That's already
well,
officially
you
gone.
just
Well,
said
it's the
officially
internet.
gone.
You can't actually get shit off.
Yeah,
the
no, that's what I'm
internet.
saying. It's officially gone. It's still around, just not officially. Want to start with MMA this week, I guess. Something like that.
Sure. Whichever.
Honestly, in terms of news this week in MMA and wrestling, it's been not that fast compared to last week, because last week was insane.
Yeah.
It was UFC 202,
Yeah.
Yeah, there
SummerSlam.
hasn't really been any-
It was insane. But this week, way
And-
more calm. UFC on Fox, Vancouver. That happened on Saturday night. Really quick before we go on to the card, this was the lowest rated UFC on Fox ever. ever.
Really?
A big reason for that, though, is because there was some NFL preseason that just fucked everything up. So a lot of
That'll do
people could not watch it. So
Could not or wanted to watch the preseason.
well, no, could not. Like, even if you want to watch the UFC,
okay.
you went to Fox. It's like, oh shit, it's football. Well,
Oh, so yeah, okay.
That makes sense then.
Football kind of takes over everything.
well, I'm gonna
when it
say
comes
this
on.
about the main card. Usually, the main card goes up until like 10:30. It goes beyond the 10 p.m. mark, which is usually when the Fox cards ends.
Well-
And this one ended straight up at 10. It's just like, well, there you go, choke down. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
That's because yeah.
All right.
Maya just kind of ragdolled them.
Did you watch any of the fight press stuff?
No, I did not.
The two first fights were
didn't
really good,
watch
actually.
them.
So it was Alessandro Ricci versus Jeremy, and his nickname was JBC based on the burger at Wendy's. Jeremy Kennedy, JBC, Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I like his nickname. So the story of the first two rounds really is that Ricky was great at defending takedowns, and he actually landed some great knees in the first two rounds from the clinch. But then from there on out, pretty much it was just Kennedy just destroying with strikes. And he pretty much the third round was just him on top the whole third round, just beating him up. And Kennedy took the decision, and then the crowd cheered, JBC, JBC. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Vancouver, man, those Vancouver people, they were probably all high, and they wanted a JBC. That's why.
Pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there early on. Usually UFC, the people
Yeah.
show up late, but there's a lot of people. Thibaut Gaudy versus Chad Laprise. Chad Laprise is the guy that was in Tough Canada. And Thibaut was he on Tough Canada? He was on one of the Toughs. I don't remember which one. It was all Chad Laprise, really. Like Chad came in, I want to say 5 pounds overweight, something like that. And he said after the fight that he will go up to 170 instead of 155. So there's that. But he was landing a combination the whole fight that Gaudy was not defending, and that's how the fight ended. He just landed a 1-2 combo straight to the face, and then he went to the ground, and then a few more ground and pounds, and that was it. Pretty sure it was like a side mount with some hammer fists. Yeah, there we go. That's how he finished that. First round TKO, and then this is where the was this on Fox? I guess this was on Fox Sports 1. The TV prelims. Yeah. Shane Campbell versus Philippe Silva. Silva won this one super early. One punch. Fell down. That was it. Campbell could not defend. That was one of the few Canadians that lost that night. The Vancouverans were not very happy with this one. Garrett McLennan.
Did they riot like they always do when they're not happy?
No. Garrett McLennan versus
darn.
Alessio Di Chirico. So the first round was man. The second round started off pretty awesome. Di Chirico landed a lot of heavy shots. McLennan actually was in trouble in the second round, and he was bleeding heavily in the second round. The third round, not so much. They did a good job of stopping the bleeding, but man, he was bleeding a lot. But in the second round, it was nearly over. I can't believe that he got back up. And McLennan was super tired. That was the story of the third round. McLennan was super tired in the second round, and then when he got to the third, he was already tired. And Di Chirico was getting there in the second round in terms of being tired as well. So the third round was just two guys just wanting to kill each other, but not being able to. So the split decision victory went to Alessio in that one. It was a good fight. I thought it was all right. This was a meh fight, whatever. Enrique Barcelona. Yep, that's how I read that. No, his name is Barsola. I just put
like
the Barcelona in there.
It's Bart.
Barzola?
I think it
Barzola?
would be Boshula.
Barzola. No, it's Barzola. Barzola. It's right there. It reads itself. Versus Kyle Bochniak.
Well,
And
no, you read it.
Barzola. Anyways, Kyle Bochniak. This fight was whatever. This one went to decision. I did not take any notes because it was very boring. It's a very boring fight. And then the main event of the prelims was actually very good. Did you watch this one?
Apparently, no. I did not see any of the
This
undercard.
is the only fight that I actually did not watch live, and I don't even remember why. I was doing something. I don't remember. And it was Kevin Casey versus Sam Alvey. These are two guys that you
Alvey.
should know. If you don't know, what are you doing? What are you doing watching
Smiles.
UFC?
Not knowing things.
Well, Kevin Casey's the big black guy. He's pretty muscular. He got popped one time. There you go. That's Kevin Casey. And then Sam Alvey, he just smiles. He's smiling Sam Alvey, which works for him. If he was in the WWE, I would hate him. I would be like, he just smiles. How stupid is this? But in the UFC, it works. All right, so there's not much to say about the first. It was pretty uneventful, except for the last 30 seconds. Sam Alvey almost finished in the last 30 seconds. He really poured it on, landed a hard uppercut, and Casey was in trouble, and he got saved by the bell there at the end. Alvey landed a lot of knees in the clinch in the second round, and that was pretty much the story of the second round. They were in the clinch for a very long time. Alvey's wife in the corner was actually cheering him on and telling him to keep doing those knees in the clinch and keep throwing those combos in the third round. And it paid off. He kept throwing those combos that his wife wanted him to throw, and he eventually landed a huge uppercut again. And Alvey went down, and that's pretty much how it ended. He could not defend anything after that, and it was done. There you go. Third round. Oh, no, that was the second round. That was the very end of the second round. That's right.
Yeah.
Very end of the second round. His post-fight interview might have sounded a little bit rehearsed, but whatever. He does a way better job of promoting himself than anybody, including CM Punk, which was on this event. CM Punk is super boring now, by the way, if you don't know. He's just Mr. Respectable MMA dude. So how do you think you'll do this weekend? Oh, well, I've been training all this time, and I'm just going to show up and put 100% into it.
Well, he's not turning it on anymore. He's not an actor anymore.
I know, and I kind of get it, because he doesn't want to be talking shit, because he doesn't have any.
Well, if he wins this fight,
sense.
things might change.
Yeah, maybe he'll talk some shit,
depending on how he feels in a real fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming he just wants to be like, until he actually does it, he doesn't want to talk shit.
I get why he does it. I get why, but still, I miss it.
Well, then hopefully he wins against Mickey Rourke or whatever the hell his name
Mickey
is.
You guys think
I wish it was Mickey Rourke. That'd be.
Do you guys think he's gonna win?
How
do you guys?
Okay, so I
think
would
it's
have said
gonna be a
100.
closer fight than everyone thinks.
Oh no, I would have
Whoa,
100% said no. I would have 100% said no before I saw the evolution of Punk, which is the show where he trains and stuff and talks about how it's going. And before that, I would have 100% said no. And now it seems like maybe
it's in the air.
He's doing some stuff.
What about you, Steiner?
I honestly don't know. It really does come down to just do his nerves get to him.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that it's not going to be so much it's probably that first punch in the face that he's going to get. It will really indicate what the fuck's going to happen.
Well, has he not have any fights, like practice
He's had
fights,
sparring sessions in the gym or whatever, but that's not the same as they don't put on the 2-ounce gloves and go at it.
And the last episode was called Hurt, and it was all about the shoulder injury that he got, which delayed the fight, which probably was a blessing in disguise, because if he would have fought when he did.
For him, certainly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, main card. I actually did not take any notes of the next fight because it was so goddamn insane that I was just paying attention to it and not writing anything down. And I was going to rewatch it and take notes, but I didn't get around to it. So Jim Miller versus Joe Lozon. I don't know if I agree with the decision, but it was it was super close.
Lozon won. It was definitely a good close fight, but I would have thought Lozon should have won that.
Mm-hmm. It was a split 29-28 in terms of favoring Jim Miller there. Yeah, great fight. 3 rounds of just nothing but hitting each other. This might be the fight of the year so far. Might. There's a few others I can think of, but I'm not going to bring them up because I usually write those down and I'll bring them up at an appropriate time. So, yeah, what did you think about this fight? Just the decision was wrong?
Yeah, pretty much.
I gave it 29-28 to Lozon,
both
too.
of them are excellent cardio, so even up till the third round, they were still beating the shit out of each other.
And they both straight up said that they don't want to fight each other again. So,
well, Lozon said that. I think Miller was
no, they both
fine.
said it. No, they both said, nope, not doing it. That was too crazy. We're not doing that again. You got it. You got it once. That's good enough. Unless it's for a title or something, they would do it, but they're not going to do it just to do it again. The next fight, I think this is probably the fight of the night, in my opinion. Like I really like Jim Miller and Joel Ozon, but this was just so unexpected. Came out of nowhere. So Paige Van Zandt versus Beck Rawlings. The first round went pretty much how I expected because Paige, she's okay. She's not super awesome. Beck Rawlings, she can hit hard if she gets to it, but she needs to get to it, and Paige was not letting her. That was the story of the first round. That was pretty much it. She was just staying on the outside, making her work a little bit. And then the second round, she just, well, okay. In the first round, Paige was throwing some weird kicks, did not even come close to landing. And in the second round, she just throws this switch kick, jumping switch kick.
Switch kick.
And it lands.
Fucking wrecked her.
Right in the face.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Karate fucking Kid style, pretty much. Like.
Mm-hmm. The second it hit her,
Karate Kid is a front kick opposed to a switch kick. But Jesus fucking Christ!
If you looked at Beck's face, the second it landed, her eyes were in the back of her head right away. The second the kick landed, just boop, gone.
To the point that it should have been ended. Like the thing is, Beck fell and then Paige kept doing hammer fist and doing like it should have been. Like I saw Beck go unconscious twice.
Yes. Well, to be fair, she did. I think she regained consciousness before hitting the ground.
Oh yeah, I know. So. Yeah, she was knocked out by the initial kick. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
And then woke up after the second hammer punch, and then Paige just kept wailing her and knocked her out again, and then the ref finally stopped it. Like I don't. That was kind of stupid.
Good fight.
It should have been. Yeah. Oh, it was well.
I was expecting this to be the top-rated segment of the night, but it was actually this next fight that was the top-rated thing of the night. Anthony Pettis versus Charles Oliveira. It was a good fight. I really like this fight. Anthony Pettis looked really good at 145.
First round was pretty fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Pettis hurt him quite bad and pretty much almost emptied his tank in the first round by trying to finish him. Oliveira just barely managed to fucking stay alive until the end of the round, which then led to Pettis being incredibly tired at the start of the second, so he kind of tried to take it easy as much as he could. And then from that, so the second round actually probably would have given to Oliveira if we were scoring. It had to score this. Just because Oliveira was still pushing the pace a little bit more than Pettis was. Third round was pretty even with whatever the scorecard would have been probably saying, but Oliveira went in on a takedown against the fence, and Pettis just jumped on his fucking neck and made him tap.
Yeah, I really like this fight. I don't have much to add except what you said, so... There you go.
It was just very like Pettis at 145. Just how easily he was able to get out of Oliveira's guard and do whatever the fuck he wanted on the ground. Essentially, like Oliveira is one of the best black belts at 145, and Pettis just did whatever the fuck he wanted to him.
And even at the morning weigh-in, Pettis didn't look that bad. Like. Usually guys, when they cut down that far, it's like, holy shit, they look like skeletons. But Pettis didn't look too bad.
Pettis weighs like 165. Like he walks around on 165, so he does about a 10 or 12 pound cut for 55.
Mm-hmm. He didn't look too bad, and especially at fight night, he looked really good. So,
like compare that to McGregor, who walks around at like 171, 172. Like he's cutting less weight than McGregor was.
Yes.
Now McGregor doesn't want to go back down to fucking 45 because that was one heinous of a fucking cut.
Mm-hmm. Well, even if you look at him when he was doing his cuts, like McGregor looked tiny.
McGregor looked like a fucking Skeletor.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and then the main event: Damian Maia versus Carlos Condit. Submission in the first round, 1 minute 52 seconds into it. Rear naked choke. Damian Maia showing his prowess here in jiu-jitsu. I really like Damian Maia. Even when he fought Silva, I thought that if his fight with Silva went maybe just a little bit longer, he probably wouldn't have won that fight in Dubai, which was a really shit fight, and it sucked.
That was a
but
weird fucking fight.
it was a weird fucking fight, but he would have won. He would have won that fight.
Yeah. Now what? Like Maya's been getting substantially more entertaining in the fact of like he actually is throwing punches. Before, like 2-3 years ago, he didn't throw punches. He just tried to fucking be a snake and just get in there and get the fucking choke. Now he's actually throwing punches and doing this and becoming a proper MMA fighter.
Oh yeah, I think after his fight with Silva, he's changed as a fighter in the UFC.
I guess it's been a progressional improvement over and over and over and over. Like
Yes.
just as because against like Rory or whatever, he did not punch Rory very much, and Rory just survived the first round and then absolutely fucking crushed him in the second and third. Which again was what I was about to say is.
Well, but the thing about Maya though is
put so much into that first round to get that choke. But again, to get what he did to Matt Brown, he actually got the submission with like 30 seconds left in the third round against Brown. So, which then also tells you how good Brown actually is, to the point that he got Condit in the first 2 minutes of the fight, and Brown actually lasted almost 15. So.
And then, Condit post-fight, he was saying, like, he doesn't deserve to be in the UFC and stuff. And, like, sure, like, maybe he feels that way now. And sure, don't be in the UFC if your heart's not into it and you don't want to do it. But, like, you deserve to be in the UFC this whole time. Are you crazy? You almost beat freaking the champ earlier this year. Well, yeah, GSP, but even...
Lawler.
Yeah, Lawler. Like, he was almost a champ earlier this year. So... Like that's just straight up crazy. Like I can see that he maybe lost his passion, but like man, he should not be talking about himself that way.
Like he's easily top 5 or whatever. So there is no. And the thing is, that's still top 5 of fucking murderers essentially. Like the fucking welterweight division is just fucking ridiculous on how strong it is.
Hey, if Carlos Condit can manage to retire now because he wants to, then fucking awesome.
Yeah,
retire right now.
It is very hard to go out on a loss, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I feel like even in his last fight, it seems like he's been just depressed or something, or just not fully.
Yeah, I don't
there.
think he's fully in there. Yes, I would agree, but just because they are such competitors, I would think it would be very difficult to leave on a loss, which may be why he took this fight, to think he could have. Or whatever, I don't know entirely, but
like one of the big reasons I like Condit is just like his attitude. Like even when he loses, like he's always like happy afterwards, and he's always like, yeah, Ariel, like that's fucking awesome. Like I don't care about what's like. He's always like that way, and lately he has not been that way. So we'll see. I've been a huge Carlos Condit fan for a long time, so if he can come back, whatever. I'm sure he has stuff to do, whether he decides to fight or not.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty much it in terms of UFC, unless you can think of anything else. I can't think of anything else.
No, not really. Nothing to do with this.
I can't. I didn't get any news this week either. It's been a pretty slow news week all around.
No, it would just be really the next.
Oh! Joe Silva is no longer the matchmaker. That's a news item.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's out.
So
he got paid a lot of money and he's out.
Yeah.
Yep. Sean Shelby is the matchmaker now, which
okay.
He's been there already. So.
He was one of
Yes.
He was one of the guys there.
Mm-hmm.
He just is, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
He was getting trained by Joe Silva pretty much.
Yeah.
And a bunch of GSP stuff happened this week too, where he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm super serial, guys. I want to fight." That was GSP news this week. There you go. All right, let's go to...
I'm pretty sure he's going at 205. There's a lot of shit pointing to that.
Of course, he should. All right, let's go to Wrestling Curbs.
Yo.
Wrestling.
I opted to not watch Raw this week.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really... I know...
In protest or...
Basically, I know my minor percentage isn't going to really do anything. But I don't like how Raw was being booked. They were doing so well for the first week after the draft, and then they went right back to the way they used to book things.
This week, though.
But I'm you know what, the only reason why I regret it this week is what happened at the very end. So even then, like, I'm not. I
Oh,
don't
so
really
you're one of
regret-
those people. I see. All right, well, let's
What?
talk about that
What
ending.
people? Hold on. Explain that statement.
No.
What do you mean
Well,
by
I'll
that?
explain it when we get to the main event of Raw. Where we're
I am glad. I do like what happened at the end. But I guess we'll get to that. You're gonna have to lead the way for Raw, though.
Okay. Well, I got my notes as always, Mr. Professional over here,
Oh,
keeping some
shots
notes.
fired.
On,
Shots fired.
on the professional wrestling. All right, so the show
Professional wrestling.
the show started off amazing, and here's why: because the opening segment this week was only like 8 minutes. And I was like, hey, we got the
That's new.
Universal title match tonight. Here's the 4 guys. They're going to talk for like maybe a minute each, and then we're done. It was really good. I liked everything, to be honest.
You know what? I did, after not watching it, I did hear good things about this week's Raw. So maybe I'll give next week's a one. I'll probably watch next week's, but.
Well, so Cass, he said that nobody expects him to win. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nobody does. Seth says that Enzo even bet against him. That's how much nobody expects him to win, is that Enzo bet against him. Cass tells Seth that size does matter. Hey, size does matter. That's a joke. That's a joke about his penis. Do you remember? There's the penis. His penis was on the internet, and then you could see it. His ex-girlfriend or fiance leaked it, remember?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't know if
never looked
if
at
that
picture.
was a reference to that, but it was definitely a reference to penis size. I don't know if it was a reference to the pictures being leaked, but
I didn't see the picture. Was it small?
well, I did not see the picture either. Well, yeah, it was Seth. It was Seth Rogen. It was Seth Rollins' penis. Yeah, because what happened?
That's supposed to automatically means it's small?
No, I did not see it, so I guess it is small. If Cass saw it.
If they're making fun of it, then
Cass is the pro in knowing penis sizes here. I thought that was funny either way. And then
Okay.
there was a lot of jabs at Jericho being the front man and writing for Kevin Owens. I thought that was pretty
That's
funny.
hilarious.
And then they brawled. And then that's how the segment ended.
I did actually see a GIF of apparently when Big Cass said that he was the biggest dog in the fight. Owens leaned over to Roman Reigns and he goes, "That's your thing. He's doing your thing."
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. Because he was talking to Roman. He was actually talking to Roman when that happened. Yes.
I didn't watch. I just think Kevin Owens is great.
I fell asleep during Raw and I watched. Jesus.
So how accurate are your notes going to be? At
I
least
watched
admit that
Raw twice.
Oh, that's dedication right there.
Neville versus Jericho was the next match. Backstage interview with Jericho says that he was giving a KO moral support last week. He was not actually giving him any physical support in the ring because that's what he did, but no, just quote unquote moral support.
Gotcha.
Moral support, because that's what they did last week. Remember, they were saying like, we'll give each other support in the Universal match, and they were like, what?
Right.
Those two, I love those two. They're amazing.
They're
All
great.
right.
They're great together.
And then later on, he's like, what was he saying again? Oh, he was saying, I'm gonna give Neville, and then he's like, do you know what I'm gonna give him? And then the announcer says, it.
Ooh, can I guess?
No, well,
you
the announcer already said it. So the announcer says, it, and then Jericho says, no, you stupid idiot, I'm gonna give him the gift of Jericho. Breathe it in, man. Oh, yeah, it is drinking it in. Yep. So that was pretty funny. Y2J wins via the walls. That was the end of the match.
Wow, he hasn't won with the walls in a while. It's usually the code breaker.
If you say so.
Most often it's the code breaker.
I am no Chris Jericho expert here, so
I am.
We'll just
He's
say.
my favorite.
He's pretty all right.
My favorite. He is the best in the world at what he does.
So Bailey was
so he says.
the next segment. Did you see
Bailey?
this? Yes, she was with the New Day backstage.
I think I saw this backstage clip.
And then Dana came in, and then she was saying, well, I've been talking with the club. And that's pretty much how that segment ended. Who cares?
Gotcha.
Yeah. What else can I say about that? Nothing, because that's pretty much what it was.
Lee rocks. Bailey rocks.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what else they did in that segment except that. All right. Nia Jax versus a random lady who has heart, and she's from Texas, so her heart is even bigger. It's a bigger heart because it's from
Her name's
Texas.
Hyan.
Heart or her tits?
Her heart.
Her tits are pretty small, actually. I'm looking at a picture.
Sure. Sure, if you say so.
Her name's Hyan or something.
Is that what it is?
I mean, that's what it says. Nia Jax defeats Hyan.
Okay. I believe you, I guess.
These are the only notes I have, man. Let me have this. I have
All
the
right.
results page on WWE.com.
The club is the next thing. They have a segment, and they're saying, well, we used to be doctors, but now we specialize in retirement.
That's funny.
That's their new thing now. And now that they're in the retirement business, they have a nurse for some reason, and they have Nurse Dana with them now.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. They retired the Dudleys last week, and now they're going to do the same to the New Day.
Cool.
The next match was Jinder
Solid
Mahal
promo.
versus Sami Zayn. I have no notes for this because whatever, I don't care. Zayn won.
Sami Zayn
Zayn
won.
won.
Yeah.
Yay, Jinder Mahal keeps going on the losing.
Yay.
Good stuff. Good signage by Raw. Women's title promo, they just talked a bunch of shit, especially Charlotte. So there you go.
Well, Charlotte likes to talk, so.
New Day is coming out, and the match right now is New Day and Bailey versus the Club and Dana. And this was basically just setting up a feud between Bailey and Charlotte. Bailey pinned Dana, and Charlotte was in the announced position the whole time and was like, oh my god, she's going to challenge for your title next. It's pretty much the whole gist of the segment.
Should be a decent match, though, so that'll be cool.
It'll be okay.
I like Bailey.
She's okay. I'm
You just don't like her 'cause
curious
she's not, like,
to see because she's not hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I want my girls to be hot
So much for
when
this-
they fight each other.
Well, so much for this new era for Matt.
No, well, it's weird, right? Because the ladies
Not
in
really.
wrestling. No, the ladies right now are the hottest they've ever been. Ever.
But I think that's the whole point with she's supposed to be like a role model for all the little girls out there.
Why can't my role model be an attractive lady too? Why does she? Have
mean,
to be
she's
this
not
normal
ugly.
lady? I'm not saying she's ugly. Oh, that's words
I know,
that
that's
you
what I'm
said.
saying.
I'm just
Didn't say
saying
that.
the
I
other
said
girls.
she's not ugly.
I'm just saying the other girls are super attractive. That's all I'm saying. All right, I know.
You say so.
Well, not all of them, but like they're way more attractive than the girls they had back in the day.
China.
As much as I loved
Oh,
Lita, as much as I
that
loved
got me
Lita,
hard.
as much as I loved Lita and Trish Stratus and like
Rest in peace, China. Rest in peace.
seriously.
like those are my two favorite female wrestlers easily, and like I don't know, they're okay looking. They're probably in my mind they're better looking because of what they do and like just their stature and stuff. But like they're okay looking. Lita's probably better looking now than she was back then.
More plastic surgery.
More places.
I don't, except for the boobs. I don't think they did too much.
I think she had some face job.
Lita maybe. I don't
say face job.
Lita's
just 'cause I need
pretty
it to be
fucking
big.
old. Like Lita's been doing this for almost 20 years.
Yeah. The only reason why Trish looks as good as she does is because she's like into health now, and she's all about like yoga and shit.
I don't know if
Yoga
they got
has
anything
nothing
on.
to do with health.
I don't know if
but
they got
I
anything
know,
done
but
on their face, dude.
It's
Lita
like
looks
I meant
old.
fitness.
Lita looks her age. She's 41, by the way.
Well, I have no idea what she looks like, but
Yeah.
hot.
she's been doing this for
That
like she
answer-
started when she was like 21 or something
And
like that.
The answer you're
Trish-
looking for is hot.
And Trish no longer has her big boobs either. They're gone. Just regular boobs now. Anyways, Cesaro. He has a promo, and it leads to the second best of 7 match, which he lost.
Sheamus wins again, takes
Mm-hmm.
the lead.
So this is 3
7.
matches in a row now that Cesaro loses.
That's weird. Leads the best of. It says here that Sheamus is winning 2-0.
It is 2-0. But that
Oh, I
first
thought you said it
match,
was 3.
no, that
Oh, the
first,
first
match,
match.
was like the grudge match that led to this thing happening.
Gotcha.
Yes. So Cesaro has lost 3 matches in a row.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Mr. Fuji, rest in peace. He died over the last week. Honestly, my only memories of Mr. Fuji is how much of a racist caricature he was. in the WWE.
Well,
So whatever.
Welcome to wrestling.
No, because before that he was kind of Mr. Serious
I'm just
guy.
saying the
So-
wrestling back then,
WWE especially back then.
WWE especially,
Especially, but yeah. I don't know.
WWF.
I found it funny that they showed Yokozuna winning the title at WrestleMania 9 in the montage because he fucking loses it right after to Hulk Hogan. It's like,
Well, this
That
isn't
when
about.
Hogan ran in and
It's not about Yokozuna though, so.
yeah, I know, but
I
so
kinda-
why
I
show
did-
it? So why show it?
I don't know.
Anyways, yeah,
Because wrestling.
Mr. Fuji's whatever. He's like the wax on wax off dude in that movie
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Yeah, it's just
Miyagi.
racist caricature. Yep, it's pretty much the same thing.
Welcome to the 80s.
Americo versus Braun Strowman. I did not love this, but I loved Americo. He needs if he was a
that's what
regular
I
guy.
That's what I keep hearing.
If he was a regular guy, I would watch him all the time.
Because I didn't watch, I saw I heard rumblings of Americo before I even knew what was going on, and I thought it was just a Sami Zayn bringing back his Generico gimmick,
Yeah, as a
but as
guy.
Americo. And then I actually saw the clips and the pictures, even before he took off the mask. I'm like, okay, that jaw looks nothing like Sami Zayn's
Oh well,
jaw.
you didn't really see his face.
No, but
like, "Oh,
Sami
God,
Zayn doesn't
my
have hair
face."
like that. You do see his hair.
You could
mask
put a
comes
wig
off.
under there. God.
Do you
Do you remember when
I know-
Luke Gallows was Kane? I remember that.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think I know he's just a jobber and he was there just to be squashed, but do you think because of his popularity he'll make a comeback, like a return?
I doubt it, but that'd be
You
pretty
think
funny.
that WWE will be like, wow, this guy's actually gaining some traction. Let's sign him to a contract and send him down to NXT or something.
That'd be pretty funny. Like I would not be opposed to it.
Yeah,
But,
but it probably won't happen.
Probably won't happen. Like I find it funny that. Well, I wonder where they got that costume. Is that a WWE costume or
No,
did
it's
he?
probably his. It's probably his. He's an indie wrestler, right? So he's probably
Oh, so I wonder if he just wrestles as that on the Indies.
yeah. All these guys are just local.
Oh, I know that they're
wrestlers.
just locals, but they change their name and stuff. So I don't know if America.
Do they
is
all the time, though?
Yes, they change their names.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
All right. Paul Heyman and Stephanie McMahon was the next segment. I really don't have anything to say about this except it was really crappy. Stephanie
Didn't
wanted.
he try to pay?
Yeah. So So Stephanie McMahon wanted Paul Heyman to apologize for what Lesnar did. He did it kind of in a backhanded way. It's just a weird segment overall. Like it's repeating a bunch of bullshit that's been said already. I don't really like Paul Heyman anymore. He could go away. I don't really care about him.
I like.
He's fine. It's always the same shit. Always the same shit. I'm getting tired.
I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
I am a Paul Heyman guy, but do you like Jim Cornette? Tennis racket holding dude. And now
It's not right.
No,
I don't
okay.
know why.
Okay, well, so-
I know who you're
this-
talking about.
I know who you're
Yes.
talking about, but I can't. I'm just blanking.
So
It's weird.
he's a promoter. Anyways, like Jim Cornette he's a lot like Paul Heyman, as in both of them talk a lot of bullshit, but Paul Heyman is a lot of bullshit at his actual bullshit lies, and I can get behind respecting people who will bullshit a lot, but there's some truth to it. A lot of Paul Heyman is just bullshit. He's just spewing bullshit lies, and I'm just tired of it. Just stop it. Just
I
stop
have your
it.
Americo answer.
Yeah.
In the WWE, he used the name Americo with an S at the end, and I guess the S is silent or something.
Sure.
But he is a Texas indie wrestler that uses the same name without the S in the end. And he usually competes for the traditional championship wrestling promotion, and has held the junior heavyweight title. That's
Sure.
That's who he
I'm
is.
looking
So
up-
he is Americo.
I'm looking up Braun Strowman versus Americo, and everything doesn't say an S at the end of there, so I guess the baby just doesn't
I know,
give a
but
shit.
That's just the website. Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
He's popular now, so
And
they're
then
gonna say
in the worst feud of the year, Titus versus Darren
Oh my
happened
god.
again.
This is such a waste of Darren Young and Bob
Well,
Backlund.
so Darren Young did a pretty awesome flip over the top rope when he got Irish whipped, and then he took out a camera when he did that. That was pretty cool. That was like the one thing that happened in that match. But yeah, no, this sucks. Everything
Honestly,
about this sucks.
I actually like Darren Young and obviously Bob Backlund. And this is just being wasted on Titus O'Neil.
I don't even know why I like Bob Backlund, because my memories of Bob Backlund in the 90s was like he was just like he was kind of like a jobber dude that was just screamed a lot.
It's a nostalgia thing. Let's be honest. But
he
Titus O'Neil
was more popular and better.
I say this every week.
He was better not in the WWE is the thing.
I'm gonna continue my streak. I'm gonna make this a thing. This is gonna be my kind of like the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. This is gonna be my streak. Every week that Titus O'Neil is on TV, I'm gonna say how boring and bland and fucking dumb. I'm getting angry now. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't like Titus O'Neil. I keep wanting to say Darren Young. I don't like Titus O'Neil. It's boring.
It's okay. The problem is I don't like either of these guys, and it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Stop it. It needs to end right now.
It'll end at Backlash.
Well, sure, why not? That's a SmackDown pay. Backlash is a SmackDown pay-per-view. They're not going to be there.
Oh, this is Raw.
Yes.
It'll end at Night of Champions.
That's too long from now. Too long from now. So the main event that lasted a good long time. It was like 45 minutes or something. With the entrances.
With the entrances.
Well,
they
all had an entrance.
I like that decision because it kind of just shows the importance of this belt because it does need it. This belt is brand new.
Oh yeah, and they changed it from a regular 4-way to an elimination 4-way.
Elimination.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like a main belt yet, just because of how new it is. So it needs to the matches for it need to feel important and have that big match feel in order to push the belt. Because right now, the U.S. title and this title are almost even, if not.
I remember Stephanie mentioned that this was going to be the first Universal Champion over and over. She said that like 3 times. Discounting Finn's victory, I guess.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like she said it multiple times. So, do you have any notes about this match? Because I don't. I just watched it, so I can go through it. I remember it.
I just saw the ending.
Oh, okay. I know. I mean, I remember it. It's the first elimination was Big Cass. He got. Did he get pedigreed first? No, it was Seth Rollins. He did one of his moves. It was not the pedigree.
I thought Owens eliminated Big Cass.
Yeah. Then Owens did a frog splash right after Owens did his move. And then Cass went out looking strong either way because it took 2 guys to do 2 powerful moves to get him out.
Which is the proper way to book it, which is great.
Mm-hmm. And then the 2 other guys actually lost via Triple H.
That's an actual official.
Yes, that's how you read it in the books, in the rule, in the books, the history books.
Instead of lost to submission or lost to pinfall, it's lost to Triple H.
Yes.
I thought it was cool. I like the way they made Roman Reigns look strong, which really sucks because I don't like him. But
yeah, I don't think they needed Triple H to end him. I get it with Seth because then you get a feud with Seth.
The reason why I liked that he took out Roman Reigns first is because the last time we saw Triple H, he lost the world title to Roman Reigns.
Listen, now you're making sense, Curbs. Now you're making sense.
My apologies.
That's just crazy.
But maybe Raw is starting to make sense. Maybe I should have watched it.
Maybe.
So yeah, no, I like how Roman Reigns just kind of was taking people out, and then Triple H comes out of nowhere to, interestingly enough, Stephanie's surprise and just takes out Roman Reigns, throws Seth Rollins in for the pin, and then makes it kind of look like he's going to go after Kevin Owens, and then turns around, gut kicks Rollins and gives him the pedigree after pausing first to take a look at Kevin Owens before he finishes the pedigree, which is a nice touch.
So apparently nobody actually knew of this ending except for Triple H, Vince, and a few other people.
Probably
So-
the people in the match.
No, Kevin Owens did not know. If you look, if you look at Karen Owens, his reaction is pretty genuine. And if you look at Stephanie, Stephanie did not really look like somebody who knew either.
Oh, that's cool.
Like Mick just looked whatever, but Stephanie actually looked like, what the this is this
maybe-
is bullshit. And it's Triple H. It's her husband, and she looked pissed. So
Maybe the only people that knew were Triple H, Rollins, and Vince. Because Rollins would have
yes,
had to take the
Seth
pin.
knew. Seth knew. Yes, he was one of the guys who knew. Yeah, I think Seth and Roman knew. I want to say.
Because they had to stay down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And Cass is less like, we don't need to tell Cass.
Cass isn't even going to be out there at this point.
All right. So yeah, Raw was really good this week. Last week and this week, and the ratings actually reflected it. This is the highest rated Raw in a while.
Really?
And it's crazy that post SummerSlam
You know what?
that
I
it'll
read-
go up.
I
It's
read
crazy.
somewhere also that this week's SmackDown was also the highest rated SmackDown since the draft.
Yeah,
Maybe that has a lot to do with Raw.
I think it was 2.8 million this week for SmackDown. I want to say.
It,
Something like that.
might have a lot to do with Raw because usually when one show is good, someone
I
will...
can tell you a big reason why people probably watch SmackDown was the
Oh,
Miz.
yeah. It's definitely The Miz. And
Yeah.
then that kind of didn't really go anywhere.
No, they really did not. They threw it away right off the bat, right at the beginning of the show. It
Which
started
kind of
with
makes me
Miz.
think that it wasn't planned.
No, I think it was planned. It's
Maybe.
just, where do you go with it? Like, is it gonna be like a Stone Cold versus Vince thing where
You clear
Miz is
maybe.
gonna-
or you clear Brian for one more match maybe. I think it's gonna happen eventually. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe
eventually.
one match, but
It's too young, and I know it's a huge issue, but he's gonna have one more match. I don't know why. I just have a feeling he's gonna have one more match.
yeah,
And the Miz is not a bad opponent. It's not a bad opponent.
It started with the Miz. He came out so fast that the SmackDown song was still playing while he came out. He
Yeah,
was
his
still
music didn't
mad.
start playing until he was halfway down the ramp.
Yeah.
And then it barely got to the actual words of the song when he told them to cut the music.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty funny.
And then he started talking about how everyone else are cowards for booing him when he's there day in and day out, never getting hurt, all that stuff, saying that it almost turned into a face promo, and then he started calling everyone cowards. He was like, if it wasn't for the way he was talking, it could have been a face promo.
Well, to me, it's kind of funny how this is kind of like, if you compare this to UFC, it's a lot like the guys who take it easy in the cage as well, where guys will get judged for you could have gone all out and you could have punched him a lot, and it's just
Right.
well, it's not always about fucking getting my ass whooped. I got to protect myself too.
And he did say that.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
like,
It's not my fault. I'm not an idiot and want to get my fucking face punched in. That's not my fault.
Yeah, he's basically like, maybe I'm not a coward. Maybe I'm just really good. Maybe that's why I never get hit.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I'm
which
not
is
an
true.
idiot like Daniel Bryan.
I like it. I've always really liked the Miz, but I'm glad that it looks like he's getting a pretty decent story until
Well, Ziggler came out for no reason.
I'm starting to see what you mean about Dolph Ziggler.
It took
this
the
pro-
Miz for
this-
you to realize this? What?
Oh my god! It just didn't. He came out and basically said the same thing 5 times in different
Yes,
ways,
yes.
and
He said that
and
they
the
see
Miz-
right through you and you just want to be famous. And he said that 3 or 4 times in different ways.
in different ways. And I'm looking at the Miz's face the whole time, and I'm just like, this guy is listening to this, and he's so good on the mic that if this wasn't scripted, the Miz would destroy Ziggler on the mic,
And
and
dude-
he's just keeping quiet.
The crowd barely reacted this whole time. That's the thing
Yeah.
I noticed the most, is that the crowd didn't do anything. Anything.
I will say I did like how the Miz reacted. How at first he went kind of like traditional Miz. He was gonna walk away, but then he got really angry and he was actually gonna fight, which is different from what we usually see from the Miz. Usually the Miz does walk away or run away, but his lovely, gorgeous, beautiful wife didn't let him. He just stopped him, and it took her a while to like fully convince him. I actually like where that's going, because maybe we're gonna see a more of a change in the Miz, and they'll maybe see a little bit more aggressive heel work from him as well, which is always a good thing. That hello?
Oh, sorry. I want to see how long I could make this last. I want to see how long I could make that last.
Like what last?
You just
Doing
doing
sitting
nothing.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
And now my PS4 is beeping like crazy. I'm not touching
your
you,
show.
PS4. Can you hear that? Can you hear the PS4 beeping?
I heard it a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. I hate that PS4 and those buttons. Anyways, Hype Bros versus Vaudevillains was next. Hype Bros won via squash. Squash.
Was it a squash?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It wasn't even a contest.
I liked the match though. I thought there was some good back and forth.
Well, let's compare this to like the match with Breezango last
I know
week.
what you're
Like
about to
this
say.
is
yeah,
a
that was a good
squash.
match. This was compared to that. This was a squash.
Yes.
But I do like how the Hype Bros are getting a bit of a push.
A bit of
They
a push.
need it.
The crowd did not seem that much into it either. This thing.
Which is weird. I think the crowd was just not a great crowd.
No, because the crowd reacted later on with some stuff.
Later on, maybe they just needed to get warmed up a little bit, because
Maybe.
usually people cheer the Hype Bros. It's just weird. I thought it was weird.
Man, I find
especially
the Hype
Zack
Bros
Ryder. Like
pretty boring. Yeah,
I'm-
Zack Ryder's fine, but I don't know about freaking Mojo.
people like Mojo.
He's all right.
People like
He's
Mojo.
a-
But,
he's a
it was
football
weird, 'cause
player.
even Zack Ryder wasn't getting a huge the pop that he usually gets. I think the crowd was just maybe they did get better later on, but I think you pointed it out in the last segment. They were just dead. And maybe it just
for
didn't
sure.
have everything. I know Ziggler was out there, but
The only
there are
thing they
people that-
popped for in that whole opening segment was when Ziggler said, "Let's have a match," and everybody was like, "Yeah, woo,
yeah, let's do something. No more talking. Yeah,
that's a
I get it.
match."
Yeah.
All right. AJ Styles is the next segment. He was walking in the back. He's saying that he's the face of the place now.
He's the face that runs the place.
Runs the place. That's right. I should have read that because it says it right on my notes.
Yep.
So he ran into Apollo Crews in the back, and he spelt his name, which is what led to the runs the place thing.
Well, no, did he only spell his last name?
No, he only spelled Crews, and then
REWS.
and then AJ
'Cause everyone
spelled
keeps calling him Creed.
place because
Yes,
it's
he
my
did.
place.
And I would like to point out that Cruz did this all while still smiling, because that's all he knows how to do is smile.
Like, I'm starting
And
to
wrestle.
like
The
it.
guy can wrestle,
I'm
too.
starting to like it. Like, I mean, if they can do more things like this with him, hey, fine.
Less talking.
I'm
He's
okay
not a
with
great
him.
talker.
No, because
It wasn't great. I didn't
Look.
like the whole spelling thing. I cringed.
the WWE doesn't give anybody any shots ever. And like, if you look at somebody like Bobby Lashley, I still don't think he's very convincing in his promos, but he's fine. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like they didn't give him enough of a shot, especially he was so early. Like WWE was like one of his first things.
You did raise a good point just now, where you're
Yeah.
saying WWE's giving people chances right now, and I think it's on SmackDown they're giving people chances.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving people chances to. I don't know if they're coming up with their own script, but they're definitely free to. There's more freedom, I feel, on the SmackDown roster, as shown by Kalisto
Oh, man.
a little bit ago with the lucha things.
I don't
Obviously,
know what's
some
going
people
on
can
with
do it better
AJ,
than others,
but ever since AJ's been in the WWE, like, I guess they write for him, but like, oh my god, he's amazing. Like his stuff in Japan, I liked him, but his stuff in Japan was super easy. Nobody understood
'cause-
English. It was all just like too
Exactly,
sweet.
that's why.
And it was just like
He's
all the
actually
easiest
giving-
shit. So
and maybe in TNA he wasn't allowed to say what he wanted.
in TNA
Now
he
he's
had
more-
some okay stuff on the mic, but he's a million times better now.
I just
Like,
think this is the real AJ Styles that we're seeing.
do you remember when AJ Styles was Ric Flair Jr. in TNA? Or
I do
am I the
not.
only
I
one
didn't
that
really
watched
watch
TNA?
TNA.
Okay.
I didn't
guess
really
I'm
watch
the
TNA.
only one that watched TNA. He was Ric Flair Jr. in
Okay,
TNA.
that's
Mhm.
weird.
It is weird because like that's not his
Because
personality
you got
at
little
all.
Nate. You got little Nate here, right?
And that's not his personality at all. It's so funny.
I
He's
know,
like
it's not.
he's family guy, doesn't drink, and then
And
he's fucking nature boy.
And they don't want none.
It was cool seeing him with that robe and stuff, but whatever. They had a lot of weird stuff in TNA, yo. A lot of
They
weird
still
stuff.
do. TNA's only like honestly, they do.
The weirdest stuff is the fucking Matt Hardy stuff.
And it's the best stuff.
Okay.
weirdest stuff is the
Yes
best
and no. Yes, look.
Dude, Matt Hardy's putting them on the map.
Oh
right
no,
now.
for sure. And no, Jeff. It's Jeff and Matt. Jeff.
It's mostly.
No.
It's mostly.
No.
Matt, let's be honest.
No. Do you watch TNA?
No.
Shut up.
I've seen. No, I have seen. I've been. I've been watching. I've been watching all the stuff with the Hardy Boys.
Jeff Hardy in the last 2 or 3 weeks has been because
missed
he's
last
broken
week.
Jeff
Missed
now.
last-
He's broken
Yeah.
Jeff. It's
I know
fucking
that. I've been
amazing.
watching.
It's fucking, especially last week, and now like they're still selling his leg injury with the bike. That was like a month ago. It's fucking amazing.
Dude,
It's
If you
fucking
keep
love it.
wrestling with an injury, sometimes it just doesn't heal. Sometimes you make it worse.
Yeah, but he still sells
Logic,
it. Is
man.
the thing? He
Logic.
still sells it.
That's good.
How many?
WWE
how
doesn't
ma-
do that.
There's who sold recently.
They're
like-
told not to sell.
No. There was somebody that sold. Who? The ring postitis is one, but there was
That
something
doesn't
else.
count. It was off TV.
It's not Randy Orton with his blood. There was
No, because that's real.
there was somebody else that sold, and I was like, "That okay? Yes, they need to do more."
Nikki
of that.
Bella, maybe, with her neck surgery.
No,
She's been
because it was a
selling that.
match thing. I don't remember. They need to do that more.
Sami Zayn.
Yes.
He sold the leg injury.
Yep. It was the leg. I was thinking leg and who? What? Yep. It is Sami Zayn. They need to do that more. It lends some like.
No, but then they wouldn't be superstars, man. they're supposed to be like superhuman.
Sure.
They don't get injured.
Fucking wrestle at SummerSlam and then you show up on Raw the next night. Hey, I'm totally good.
That's
hey guys,
exactly what it is.
how's it going?
They used to do that. They used to show up in bandages and shit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Now they don't do that.
Do you remember Neville had like his shoulder taped up and stuff, and he didn't even sell
Yeah,
it. So it's like, it's taped. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
It's cool. That's
Being
why I
held
taped it.
together.
That's why I taped
It's
it.
Gorilla Tape. It's Gorilla Tape.
Oh no! This was just a regular white tape.
I know. I know that. I'm adding to the.
Okay.
Just
All right.
keep
All right. Cruz versus AJ Styles after that segment backstage is the match up next. It was a good match.
pretty
It's
decent.
for
It was a
what
decent
it
match.
was. Mhm.
I mean, both like any match with AJ Styles is going to be good. And Apollo Crews, despite what I say about him as a character, he's really good a wrestler. So I'm not surprised that this was a good match. I'm hoping, and you're right, he's getting better, but I'm hoping they flesh Crews out a little bit more.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Like, look, I'm
'Cause he needs
as a
it.
character, he's still just Mr. Smiley Man, and that's not a character.
No, he needs. I need to care more about Crews, which I really want to. That's the thing. Like I want to care more. I just
Titus O'Neil was Mr. Smiley Man for a long time.
no, he wasn't. He was always that guy.
I guess in the ring, but like
And
he's
before-
in
and
the
before
backstage
that-
and stuff. Like he was always like, "Hey, I'm happy."
No, backstage he's I'm a dad. I'm a good dad. I'm the best dad. That was his gimmick
Okay, I guess it's just in a suit and stuff. Because even when
until he got suspended for pushing.
even when he was suspended, he was still smiling.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
All right.
I guess
You want to talk
It was
about
like
the
a
best
dad-
thing on SmackDown?
What's the best thing on
Oh, do
SmackDown?
you not know what the best thing?
I can make a guess.
Well, you're probably looking at it, but okay.
Well, no, because this thing doesn't show segments; it just shows match results.
Oh, okay, sure.
Was it? Well, one of my favorite wrestlers right now, Bray Wyatt. Was
No, oh man,
Uh,
terrible. The Bray Wyatt thing is right after this. It was the Heath interview at his house.
that- Oh my God, that was. I forgot that was first. I thought that was later. Yeah, that was good, man. That was.
That is amazing. Like I can't believe that. Like seriously, Heath Slater is the number one superstar in WWE right now. He's number one.
They
Like,
love
even if he
you
doesn't
can
have
tell
a
they
title,
love-
Oh man, he's amazing. Like even if he doesn't have a title, he's literally number one. Do you know who's number one in the UFC right now? I'll let you guess. It's fucking Connor and
I was gonna say
Nate Diaz.
and you just hold on. You just said I'm gonna let you guess.
No.
And then you gave me the answer.
I was just gonna say it
instantaneously.
anyways. But no, the only reason I'm saying that
You're gonna let me guess.
is I think we put an importance on titles which is not really there. There's no importance to titles. Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
I mean,
No, because
yeah.
Sure, Steiner, you do. Okay, no. Let's talk about
Because the
this.
thing, like the whole thing about,
then why
in
are you guys
WWE is a
fighting?
completely different thing than in.
Oh no.
But that's what we're talking about. That's what he's
WCW.
talking about. Steiner.
I'm talking
or
about
in
both. I'm
UFC.
talking about both. Like, here's the thing.
Oh, you're talking about both?
I'm talking about both. If there's a storyline that's there, I don't care if there's a belt.
Right, but
don't
most
care.
stories, the easiest story to write for is the one where one guy wants a belt, the other guy has the belt, now they got to.
Oh, that is the easiest one to write. But
That's the whole
if you
purpose
have
of
something
belts.
like Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz come along, that is way better than any title match. Way better.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but the fight was good. Like I'm specifically talking about the Nate Diaz.
I'm just saying in terms of something that
What?
will sell. That's all I'm talking
He's
about.
talking about entertainment. He's talking about
Yes.
entertainment and what you want. What would you rather watch? Would you
And
rather
like,
watch?
when
Exactly.
GSP
I didn't even want to watch the first one, let alone the second
No,
one.
well, here,
then
I'll give you a
everyone
perfect
has their
example.
opinions, I
I'll give
guess,
you a
right?
perfect example right now. GSP
And
is
that's
going
what
to
I'm
be.
saying is I actually do care.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
No, well, here's the thing. Like, GSP is going to be back in Toronto. He's not going to be fighting for a belt. Everybody's going to care way more about
And
that
I don't
than
think he
anything else.
should. He hasn't fought in 3.5 years by
No,
the
but if
time.
he
Or no, it'll be
wants-
3 years by the time he actually fights.
If
But-
he wants to come back for a belt, why not? But the thing, that's all I'm saying.
You can't deny the fact. I understand what you can't deny the fact that more people are going to want to watch because he's fighting, because he's coming back, because there's a
Right, but the thing it comes
there's a
down
story to it,
fights
basically.
Nick Diaz and wins or beats Nick Diaz, there's like a 99% chance then he'll be fighting for the belt.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
you're-
no, for
you're-
sure.
He just
for
comes
sure.
in
But
off
no.
the bench after not
Yeah, but
fighting.
that's not
for
what
3
he's saying.
years.
See, it's obviously you're a huge MMA fan, so the belts mean something to you. But we're talking about entertainment value as a whole,
And the belts.
and it's easier for someone to care about a grudge match or
Well, I
something
get
with
what
like
you're saying.
background to it. It's easier for someone like myself, even though I do care about belts too. But it's easier for someone that doesn't normally watch to care more about something like, oh, this guy said something about this guy, and now they're gonna fight, and it's gonna be on TV. Oh man, I gotta watch that. Whereas then you get a match where it's about the title, and these guys are like, well, I don't normally watch, so I mean the title's cool and all, and I guess it technically means that they're the best, but whatever, it's just another fight.
That's the only point that I was making.
I understand both
I'm not
your-
I'm not
the point that I was
discrediting the
making is
belts
that
at
I
all.
actually do care.
Oh,
I
I'm
know,
not discrediting
and I
the
was
belts
giving
at
you
all.
that. I was
Yes.
saying, we're just saying the difference is there's different types of people that watch.
And
MMA or
with that
professional
point
wrestling.
of what you're talking about is that saying is that the UFC is turning into the WWE.
Oh no. I'm just.
That's
no.
not.
No, but that's the thing is they're going for the
That's not inaccurate.
stupid prize fights, which to me I don't give a shit about that fight. If that was like a co-main event, then okay, maybe, because that would really dictate. Okay, then that's who's going to be fighting the champion next.
honestly,
And that's
there's
pretty much what I saw that fight as. Is whoever the fuck was going to win was likely going to be fighting for the 155 belt.
there's not. I mean, with all
But to
there's
make
a lot
a
of
huge
drama.
fucking giant spectacle like they did for that fight, I just found it stupid.
sells.
No, and
It sells.
Steiner.
Yes, it
It
does.
took 10
That's the
days.
point.
It took 10 days to sell that fight. 10. And you're saying it's huge. It sold itself. If that fight fucking sold itself.
You're talking about the first one.
Yes, I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah, because it was just Diaz came in and said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
Yeah,
fuck you.
and that's more compelling than a belt.
And that's what WWE does basically.
To the... Yeah, well, it's to the person that doesn't actually watch for...
Oh, dude, I
fighting.
fucking watch
that's-
all the fighting. I watch all the fight. I care about all the belts. I love belts. If I had all the money in the world, my walls would be covered with all of the belts in the world.
Let's put it this way though.
Yeah.
What, like, to the fan, what does the belt mean? Like to the performer, whether it's MMA. I mean, I'm not going to go into WWE, but to the fighter, it's a bigger payout. It's more money. But
Most
to the
fighters,
fan,
most fighters, yes.
yeah, to the fan watching, I guess this question is more for Steiner. What does the belt like? Why is the belt more important than maybe an interesting argument or like feud? Like, let's say
I don't give a shit about
and
like
Diaz.
all that pre-press crap. I could care fucking less about it.
So you
I
weren't
wanna
a
see
Chael
two guys
Sonnen
go into the
a
ring
Chael Sonnen fan
and
then, I guess.
beat the
shit
fuck out of each other, essentially.
Exactly, which is why
it comes down to the individual fighters of who's fighting.
You're right,
It doesn't even really come down
which
to
is why.
the
But
belt.
I find typically in a fight where there's a history there and there's a feud there, these guys are gonna fucking try to kill each other. That's more entertaining than a fight that the only reason why these guys are fighting over here is for the belt. And like it's not the same. It might not necessarily be the same aggressiveness.
No,
I
so
guess I'm trying to say.
wait. So Steiner, you're not a Chael Sonnen fan. You don't like Chael Sonnen. Just Chael Sonnen. Meh.
Yeah, pretty much. Like after he stopped fighting, I started watching him and listening to his podcast and doing this and doing that. As he was fighting, as he fought Anderson Silva the first time, I could care less about all the bullshit that he said.
Oh man, no, that's okay. Well, then we disagree on this. That's just how it's
You're
gonna be.
disappointed.
Just
That's
okay.
just how it's gonna
Disappointed.
be.
In with what you're saying is that Cruz,
Sure. Yeah.
Dominic Cruz, and Uriah Faber have this whole huge beef. That last title fight. No, this was for the title.
Yes.
It was a horrible fucking fight.
Yeah, but it would have sold
Cruz just
anyways.
pretty much beat the living shit out of him for 25 minutes.
Would have sold
and
anyways.
that was
though. That's the
supposed to be
thing.
the whole big fucking.
And the
like,
only reason that was a title, dude.
Shit.
The only reason that was a title fight is because they had the title. That fight would have happened without the title anyways,
I highly doubt that.
and people would have
don't.
watched it anyways. No, of course that fight would have happened
I think it would have.
eventually. Like, who's that Asian dude that he fought last when he came back? Mizugaki.
Me.
Mizugaki.
Gaki, yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a fight with what's his name, Uriah Faber, right there. If he wouldn't
Okay, if
have
that was
gotten
for
that
a
fight.
belt or whatever, then that might make a
No,
little
no,
bit
no,
more
no,
sense.
no.
But Faber shouldn't have been fighting Cruz, but he fought Cruz because of the whole spiel behind it.
Yes.
And what happened is,
and dude,
fought the
it's
better
happening
man,
right
got his
now.
ass kicked.
It's happening right now with Bisbing and Ben Henderson.
Right, and I don't entirely agree. Like, I understand Bisbing's point of view that he wants to revenge that loss.
Yeah.
Now there is the difference of what Henderson did to T-Bow. He just fucking decapitated the guy. So there's a slight difference there. But the thing is, yeah, Henderson's nowhere near top 5 to even be really looking at a title shot. So all in all, I don't really think that fight should be happening.
Anyways, yeah.
But it's going to be an entertaining fight.
No,
And people are going to be interested in it.
people will be interested in it, but it doesn't mean
The reason why the fight's happening.
Yeah, no. So, okay. So
people are
yeah.
gonna watch
So okay. So wait. Steiner's taking what you said literally, Curbs. Okay, no. Okay, so he's taking it like literally, like exact word for word what you said. Just calm down, Steiner. Just calm down.
So what? Hold on. So what's going
No,
on?
so
you figure,
no. So you said that like the titles. Oh man, I don't even remember what you said. But he's just taking what you said literally instead of just going with it and rolling. Like, what the fuck did you say?
well, yeah, because he doesn't want to be wrong. But I'm not even trying to argue. I'm not really arguing. I was just trying to explain your point.
I don't like the way the UFC is doing these matches. A lot of people are talking like, "Oh, this is great that they're going for these prize fights." No, it's really fucking because you're not getting the best possible fight.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I get
And I agree. I agree with that. But
Because there are enough
sometimes
UFC making a stink, talking enough shit like they do in the WWE that gets the general population's interest, which then means money for the UFC. So that's why they do it. But for the actual hardcore fan that actually cares about the actual mixed martial arts of the whole thing.
But that's the thing. Now the UFC, it's gotten so popular that it's not just MMA fans that watch it now. Now it's people that actually want to see, okay, this guy's talking shit about this guy. I want to see them kick the shit out of each other. And they don't give a fuck about actual MMA.
It was always that way. God, it was always that way.
My point.
It's all ego shit, but it's not.
But my point is though, like,
dude, Matt Serra fought GSP. Matt Serra fought GSP only because he was Matt Serra, and I guess he won tough. But because
he fought GSP, that's what my confused look on my face.
Here's
he was a dude that, and they're doing the same right now with the tough right now, and it makes me way more interested in the tough that's happening right now because the winner's gonna fight the fucking champion.
And the thing is, they're fighting 4 fucking fights in the matter of like 3 months. That's fucking tough. If you can actually do that and come out on top, you probably deserve a chance to actually try to do something. But the thing is, it's just Mighty Mouse has already beaten the fuck out of everyone else. So what the fuck else are they going to do? That's a very weird weight division to be arguing about. Because he's already beaten the fuck out of everyone.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing anything. All I'm saying is that I prefer storylines over titles. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And what Steiner was saying is that he prefers to see the two best fighting, which is why the titles are important to him. But the thing is, hold on.
Sure.
We live at a time. We live at a time where information and content is taken in at like 30-second intervals, at 15-second intervals. So the quality of the match to a lot of these new quote fans doesn't really matter. Like I was saying before, there's the MMA fan like Steiner who actually care about all the details of all the moves, and like they want to see an MMA fight. They want to see a professional MMA fight with technique, and other people just want to see someone get their ass kicked. And now whether that takes 3 rounds or 10 seconds, it doesn't matter to them. They just want to see someone get knocked out. And that's the two different fans. That's basically what we've been talking about.
I don't know. GSP, I think this proves all of this, but I'm just going to move on.
GSP was the absolute best, and that's why people liked watching him. He didn't talk shit. He went in there and fucking destroyed people.
He didn't talk shit because he didn't hate anybody.
Well, that was
a different era.
The only time he tried talking shit was against Sarah the second fight.
No, and Nick Diaz. He really did not like Nick Diaz.
It was coming back because Nick Diaz said some pretty horrible things about him.
Even before that, he never liked Nick. He only really started liking Nick after he fought him. Anyways, okay, so we were talking about Heath Slater.
Maybe he should be trying to get a UFC contract.
Which was my point.
Maybe
point
fight,
I was
CM Punk.
The only point I was bringing up is that Heath is like the top WWE guy, and it's the same thing with UFC. There's a lot of top guys right now that aren't champions, and I don't really care if they're not champions. I don't give a shit. They're the top guys.
I think
right, and that's kind of what that's what I'm talking about. Is I want to see the top guys fight. Now, if that's top 5, I don't think this whole CM Punk thing.
Oh, here
he's getting all this press and all this shit, and he's never actually fought.
I don't think he's getting that.
The UFC is giving him a lot of press.
Who would you rather advertise, CM Punk or Alistair Overeem, or what's the other guy's name? I don't even. Who won? Who's the heavyweight champ? I don't even know.
Stipe.
I don't even know.
All I hear is fuck in the background. Back to the wrestling stuff. Heath, I think he's been a top guy in behind the scenes for a very long time because he always seems to be the guy that they trust the most to send out there whenever they have like a segment with a like an in-ring segment with a retired wrestler that some or like someone where you have to have somebody in the ring that you trust to handle. He's always the one that's getting hit by these guys. It's in these segments with them, and I think now we were finally seeing all of his hard work kind of pay off on screen because this guy's got the most on-screen time since the draft out of anybody.
Yeah, for sure. And not only the most on-screen
great. The
time,
crowd's
the best
loving it.
time. Yeah, it's not only the best on-screen time, it's the best. Like
Where were they chanting? They were chanting during at SummerSlam when
yes,
when
we want
Rusev
Heat.
was getting
Yeah.
his ass kicked. They were chanting, "We want Heath," or "We want Slater." That's what it was. But yeah. I mean, there's really not much to say about this segment. It's just good. It was funny.
Yeah, so it was at his house.
Rhino having cheese and crackers with the freaking spray can cheese.
Yeah,
Was great.
and he sprayed a smiley face that was sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
His wife's name was Beulah. Of course.
Yeah,
That's not real.
No, it's not real. It's not real.
It was clearly a sketch.
Yes.
Uh,
It was hilarious.
One thing I want to echo your comments from I think it was last week or the week before. Renee Young or Paquette,
Yes,
if you know her from
sure.
her score days, she is so good at what she does. Like she makes all of her reactions to things seem so real and legit. She's just really good.
She's the only
doing.
she's the only person they have there except Tom that has a personality. That's like Tom and her are the only two guys that can do interviews that have like some legit
Well, they've also I
reason
feel
to
like
be there.
They have a pretty decent background in interviews and stuff. Like Renee comes from a broadcasting background.
Yeah,
I think
but
Tom
come
comes
on.
from an announcing
Like,
background.
dude,
All the other two were just failed divas.
but who cares? They can still talk on the mic. Do something with them instead of just them being pretty girls. You have pretty girls. It's like, I don't know.
Just got really mad.
No, it's just they could do something with those guys. Do you remember Mean Gene? Mean Gene was somebody. God damn it,
Mean Gene Okerlund.
he was somebody. Like let's just have them have a personality. Just give them something to do instead of just be like, "What do you think about this, Roman Reigns?" And then that's it. And then they just look pretty. It's awesome.
And they do look pretty.
They're okay. You said they're filled divas. Like I said, they have pretty girls there.
I'm just saying that's what they didn't go there to be. They didn't wake up one day and be
Why-
like, I'm going to go be an
Kurtz.
announcer for the WWE. No, they wanted to be wrestlers.
Why?
And
Why?
it failed
Why does everybody like Becky Lynch so much?
because she can wrestle.
She's all right. She's good.
I mean, if you're gonna say it's because she's pretty, I have friends that'll disagree with you.
well, fuck your
I
friends.
don't.
Fuck
I
your
don't.
friends.
I-
They have
I-
they have ridiculously high standards that I don't know what the fuck they're reaching for, but they're not gonna ever get it. So, like, seriously,
They're high
seriously.
standards. It sucks.
That is ridiculous. Unless they like other races or something, then that's fine. Then if they want to say, hey, we don't like Irish white girls, fine. I'll take that as an answer. All right. The women's. Oh no, it was Bray Wyatt next. That's right.
Bray
Your
Wyatt
favorite
and
dude.
Randy Orton.
Your favorite dude.
Favorite dude on SmackDown.
oh,
Jericho's
on
my favorite.
SmackDown.
Jericho's my favorite dude.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Dude, I like the Bray Wyatt character, and I wish he won more because when was the last pay-per-view he won? I think there was one recently, but I don't remember it.
I don't. What? What was the last match he won?
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been solo for a very long time, though. Most of his losses come from his teammates being pinned. So I'm interested to see who's going to win this feud. I think Randy Orton's going to go over just because he's going to be facing Brock Lesnar again. But I don't know. I kind of hope Wyatt goes over because he needs to look strong. He should be contending for a title soon.
I think Randy Orton can afford to lose. It's not like, oh
I
my
think so,
God, Randy
too.
Orton lost. He sucks forever. Whatever. Who cares? It's Randy Orton.
And it could start another interesting storyline with like maybe him losing confidence before his match against Brock Lesnar.
And
Actually,
then-
I think that match happens first. When's Backlash?
Backlash is in a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh,
Not
okay,
this
so it
weekend, but
happens-
the weekend after.
So yeah, so
Backlash
his
is
match
first.
against Brock Lesnar is on the 24th. It's a house show.
Oh,
It won't even be
oh.
televised.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's nothing. They probably just kept
So-
that on the show because it was advertised.
The reason why they're doing it that way is so they don't have to pay Brock Lesnar as much. Because he
Oh
gets
yeah,
paid
yeah.
more.
Well, no, well that's yeah. He has a specific number of dates
Yeah.
and he has a specific number of house Raws
Yeah.
and yeah.
So whatever. But yeah, it was a good segment as a whole. I liked it.
Well, so Bray Wyatt said that he
I
is
didn't
fear
like
itself, and then he said that Randy Orton is a mortal being, blah. And then Randy Orton showed up, and by the time Randy Orton got to the ring, Bray did his disappearing thing.
The thing which I like how it also just goes into commercial right after.
Mhm.
One thing I didn't like, and it's small, it's a nitpick, but Orton started calling the voices inside his head demons. And I'm like, we've got enough people with demons.
Kane,
all right? We don't need Kane,
and
Finn
Bray.
Balor,
Oh yeah, Bray's kind of
Bray
a demon
Wyatt.
too.
Yeah, we've got enough people with demons inside their bodies. Can we just lay off that word for a little bit? Especially after like last week or the week before SummerSlam, where all we heard was Demon King for 3 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to lay off that word for a little bit.
What's similar
But
to
anyways.
King and Kane that we can call somebody else?
Demon
Thing.
I was gonna say
Demon
I was gonna
thing.
say Dane.
No,
but
Demon
like Dean
Thing.
Ambrose.
Demon
Demon
thing.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Demon Dean. Dean
Demon
Ambrose,
Dean.
maybe the lunatic fringe is actually a demon inside Dean Ambrose.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah,
It
it's all
writes
his
itself.
inner demons. It's like he wants to get all high on all the drugs, but he keeps his demon inside.
Why not?
Once he gets out, oh my god, he's so drunk and high all the time. And he does those hardcore matches he did in CCW and stuff. Oh, he's a crazy man, that Dean Ambrose. No CZW
No, I get
love.
it. Yeah, no worries.
All right. So the women's tag was the next match. Alexa and Natalia versus Naomi and Becky. My favorite
love
part of this
Naomi's
match was
entrance, man.
oh man, I was just gonna say that. My favorite part of the match was Naomi's entrance. Damn
Oh
it.
man, there's so much movement there that's so pleasant.
So much
Um,
movement.
No, but you know what? The match itself, for what it was okay. It was good. I mean, women's wrestling has gone so far. I can't complain about it.
Well, the
I
obvious
really
thing
can't.
that was
Compared
going
to what
to
it used to be.
the obvious thing that was going to happen, right?
Well, yeah, it was weird that Carmella was nowhere to be seen. I do like how she came out of the crowd.
Well, yeah. Well, Nikki Bella was on commentary, so of course I was like, oh well, she's going to get attacked. It's going to happen.
Honestly, heel Carmella. There have been people that have been complaining about Carmella needs a different gimmick because it's too similar to someone else that was in NXT. I don't remember her name.
Seriously, what does Carmella have, dude? What
honestly,
what does Carmella have except being pretty and doing
and
like
knowing Enzo and Cass.
Sure, that's
she's
all she
basically
has.
the female Enzo Amore. But you know what, heel Carmella, I'm really enjoying. She's good.
and
at
it makes more sense as a heel because like her song is about being fabulous and being hot.
Yeah.
How is that a
One of
fucking
my-
face persona? I don't give a shit if you're hot. It's fine.
One of my favorite parts of the whole segment was when, after the attack and everything, to get back up on the wall, the barricade,
Yeah.
she actually stepped on Nikki Bella to climb up. I'm like, it's such a small thing, but it works so well. It was great.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
SmackDown is doing the
Natalya-
best that they can with everything that they have.
Natalia and Alexa Bliss won because of the interference.
Oh, dude,
They got
Be-
distracted.
Becky Lynch
that
is
was
so
dumb.
stupid. She's so stupid.
That was dumb.
No, Lynch
Why
does that every time. It's like, hey, there's something going on over there. Whoa, I got pinned.
It's not only that. 2 weeks ago, Nikki Bella was against you at SummerSlam. Who cares if she got
I
attacked?
know. That's what I'm saying. She gets distracted by everything. And it's like, why are you watching what's going on outside the ring? Who cares? Just
Exactly.
fucking do the match. And that's the thing, because Becky Lynch is supposed to be a smart wrestler, right? But no, every time there's something outside, I got to look over there. Oh, I got pinned. And then I got to complain about it. I like Becky, but man, they just book, like, she loses all the time. all the time. Naomi she could have taken the pin. Who cares? Fucking Naomi. I love her. She's goddamn gorgeous. You know what? But who cares?
Becky's gonna win the title anyway, so it doesn't really
exactly.
matter.
So why make her lose?
Because she's gonna look strong in a couple weeks anyways. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. The title doesn't matter.
It does.
No, it doesn't, because she's losing. Make her win.
I mean, she's losing in tag matches though.
She shouldn't be getting pinned.
Like she hasn't.
It's Naomi and Becky. Dude, no, it's Naomi and Becky. Who are you gonna pin? Fucking, you want to protect Naomi? Who cares? She's a dancing girl
in forever, and that matters. Losing clean is what's important. That's the thing, and she hasn't lost clean in a long time.
I can't believe that you're fucking just going like, yeah, she's just going like this, and that's just how it's going. And you should come on, Becky shouldn't be losing.
You're overreacting.
No, she shouldn't be losing.
She
gets pinned all the time.
Fine.
She'll
start winning a lot when she's got the belt.
That was her gimmick before on Raw. Is getting pinned all the time. Give her something else.
Maybe that's still
pinned by dudes.
No, she always got pinned by girls. Sorry.
I'd pin her.
Kurz would not like that, by the way, Steiner. He'd be like, I don't want females and males wrestling each other on television because you said that last week.
No, I said it wouldn't be accepted. I didn't say
why
I
would it not
with
be
it.
Dude, I saw a girl get hit with a chair this weekend in Mexico. That's what I saw this weekend. She got hit
and
with
again,
a
yes,
chair.
it's Mexico, not the U.S.
Mexico, it's not the U.S.
I'll talk about AAA in a little bit.
I'm just being realistic.
I'll talk about AAA in a little bit. Anyways. Hey, the Headbangers came back and they fought Heath Slater and Rhino. And they injured Rhino. Goddamn fucking Headbangers. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. Yeah, did you not see that? He was bleeding like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was all Mosh's fault. Fucking
it was
Mosh.
His necklace, right?
No, he hit him. He hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bam.
Well, they've got ring rust, man. It's been a while since.
No, they're in the Indies. They fucking suck.
I just want to say, I just want to point out again that how much the WWE trusts Heath Slater with
the Headbangers. Oh my God, they should.
With the Headbanger and Rhino. He was the youngest.
Rhino's been around for a long time. Rhino's always around.
I know that. I'm just saying. They think highly of Heath. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no, hey, I love Heath. Yes, they should think of him highly. Here, like, you know how you love Dolph Ziggler so much?
I did not say that.
No, you love Dolph Ziggler.
That's not what I said.
Okay, you like Dolph Ziggler.
He's all right.
Okay. She's not even committing to like, eh? Not even committing to like. That's a simple enough word.
The segment this week really affected his power ranking in my mind.
Power ranking. Heath is like the legit Ziggler to me. Like, he is legitimately funny. He can think he's funny all he wants. I have no problem with it. Fucking Ziggler thinks he's everything, but I don't care, Ziggler. God, stop thinking you're everything. Just do stuff. How about that? Do stuff like Heath. Be Heath. Did you watch any of what's that prank show again? Swerved. Did you watch any of that?
Swerved.
Yeah,
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
Like the first season,
the first season, I've seen every episode.
Yeah, the best stuff of the first season is all with Heath because he's legitimately funny. That dude is legit. He's
what
hilarious.
else he is?
Yeah. What else?
He's just one man.
He is one man.
He's in a one-man band.
Mm-hmm. He used that theme song this week.
He did. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it back.
How amazing would it have been if he won that title, the tag team's titles by himself?
By himself?
Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool. And maybe, hey, Rhino's injured now. He's bleeding.
Sure.
Maybe they'll sell that blood loss injury. I don't know.
Sure. Do you want to talk Gary the Milkman Millman? Do you want to talk about that?
Do we have to? I'd rather not.
Well, Kane came down after he stripped
just
down
setting
to
up
his
Kane
underwear.
versus Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
that's all
happened.
it is.
All right, there you go. And then Corbin versus Dean was the
There's
last
so many.
thing.
I just want to say this one last thing.
Yeah.
There's so many other ways to start a feud between two wrestlers than doing what they just did.
Well, they like doing squash matches now for some reason. Don't ask me why.
I mean, I like squash matches. I didn't, whatever that was, I didn't like that. That wasn't really a squash match.
Sure.
Or maybe it's just because I've seen that too many times with Braun Strowman already that it just, and it's Kane. Like we already know it's Kane. Um, so the main event happened. That was a thing. Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose with AJ Styles at ringside. That's another thing. AJ Styles at ringside before, like, I guess technically during the previous match, which the timing was just weird. And I get it. They only have 2 hours, but it was just weird that AJ Styles was already out for that squash match. But anyways.
But he wasn't talking, was he? I don't think he was talking during that squash match.
He didn't talk. No, he didn't talk during that. Actually, no, he did say something. He made fun of him. Oh, when the guy took off his pants, he goes, "Of course he's got tidy whities." That's what
Are
he
you?
said.
That wasn't him.
That was definitely him because the camera was facing the
No.
tape. And I saw him talk. Yeah, it was him. It was definitely. Um,
I think
anyways,
you're
the main
wrong, but
event.
okay.
I don't know how. I think there was explained why Baron Corbin was facing Dean Ambrose, but I didn't have a problem with it. I like Baron Corbin. I did like how the commentating team was trying to put over the fact that if Corbin won, they would have no choice. Like he would be in discussion for the main event. Like not to get a match right away, but he'd be like they were really pushing the fact that like beating the champion actually means something, even if it's not a title match. I like that. But other than that, I mean, it was a good match. They both went. I mean, Corbin was in control for the most part, which is expected because he's supposed to be the bigger guy. What did you think about it?
Dean's just generic dude now.
I do like the fact that the thing he does off the ropes with the clothesline.
Yeah.
I do like how that's been scouted and people are reversing that now. I like that.
Yeah, because it takes forever for him to do it.
Yeah. But then he did it later in the match and it didn't get reversed, so that kind of countered that. But
I would just fucking kick him out of the ropes. It's just like, fuck you.
it was a pretty predictable end. Baron Corbin lays out Dean Ambrose on the outside. AJ Styles get off the commentator table to tell Corbin to stay on him. Corbin gets in AJ Styles' face, telling him not to do telling him not to tell him what to do. And Ambrose pushes Corbin, which knocks down AJ. And then AJ ends up hitting Corbin a little later on, which causes Corbin to win by disqualification. Not by Triple H.
No, not by Triple H.
And then afterwards, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, Talking Smack was...
Nope.
Oh, what happened after?
When AJ went to go do the phenomenal forearm, Ambrose hit the ropes and made him land on his balls, and basically,
oh yeah,
that's how the show ended.
Yes, he
with
yes.
Ambrose taunting him. That was funny.
Well, so something
that was
else,
the lunatic fringe that I like.
Something else about that ending too. The post-match the post-show dark match. Sorry, jeez. It was.
I never paid attention.
John Cena. Well, John Cena was there versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and when they started the match, AJ Styles was still on the ropes, like being like, oh, yeah. So that was pretty good.
That's actually really funny. How long did he stay there for?
For a long time, if they could come out of all of them, because they were all in the ring and he was still up there, like, so that was pretty good.
That's funny.
Hey, we'll take some Skype callers. If anybody wants to call in, it's on the screen. While Matt call in, but if there's nobody, that's fine. Talking Smack real quick.
I'll call in.
Yeah, go for it.
Right,
the only thing that they talked about between Daniel Bryan and The Miz was brought up at the very beginning of the show with a clip. And then at the very end with Talking Smack,
yeah,
The Miz just pretty much just said sorry to everybody, kind of backhanded way towards The Miz as well. So that could maybe keep going eventually.
I think it will definitely keep going,
but not now.
You can't start something like that and then end it the next week like that. Like it was too big of a deal. That's why I was disappointed when Ziggler came out. And I don't know. It's weird what they did, but I want to with the way SmackDown's been going, I kind of want to give them the benefit of the doubt because they've been doing such a good job. So I want to see where this is going before I really kind of look at this week as a disappointment. And not this week, but that part of the show as a disappointment. Because as a whole, I really enjoyed SmackDown.
Oh yeah, no, this whole week has been pretty good.
Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't watch Raw, so
Well, Raw was. I mean, Raw was way better than it usually is. So, like even that opening segment, man, like 8 minutes, crazy. It's crazy.
I'll watch it next.
Minutes.
I'll watch it next week.
Do you remember the last time it started with a match? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
It wasn't too long ago. It was like 2 months ago. It's crazy. I was like, what the shit's going on? Usually it's like a 30-minute talk segment of about nothing. It's like good stuff.
So we're done with wrestling, right?
Oh, we can talk about anything.
Do any of you guys like playing city builders?
Like SimCity?
Like, yeah.
It's been a while, but sure.
Yeah, it's been a while.
City Skylines is on sale on Steam for $8.
Yeah.
75% off. So I'm probably gonna get that.
Okay.
I don't know. I would just, change the topic. I guess I don't know.
If you say so.
Yeah,
No, that game came out like a year ago, 2 years ago.
2015. Yeah, March 10th.
Yeah, it was popular at the time. When that
Apparently it was doing better than SimCity.
Yes, because everybody was like, "This is the game we wanted. This is the one city game we wanted." Because SimCity was like, you had to build multiple parts of the city.
I love the description of City Skylines is a modern take on the classic city simulation. The game introduces new gameplay elements to realize the thrill and hardships of creating and maintaining a real city. I mean,
there's thrills and hardships. Sometimes you get a casino.
Thrills and hardships.
Sometimes you get a casino, and sometimes you get Bowser, and he just comes into your city and just destroys everything. It's not fun.
It's not fun. Those are the hardships. What are the thrills, though?
The thrill, like I said, the casino. It's pretty.
The casino,
pretty thrilling. And then when you build the Metropolis at the end of the game, you get a Mario statue, and then you're like, "Oh, hey, Mario is in my city."
That was for the one on Super Nintendo.
I know, that's the best one.
Oh man. So Battlefield 1?
Yeah, sure. I guess it's 10, right? It's usually when we end the show. So
solid 2 hours.
Why not? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's go into Battlefield. I'll play the outro music right now. Right now.
Dun 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 dun. I have no idea if I'm on time.
That's not the outro music. That's the Battlefield music.
Oh, I thought you said Battlefield music.
No,
I don't know why you said.
Outro music is what I said.
Right on. I understand.
Yes. So we'll be back next week on YouTube and Twitch at Thursday. Check out megascorcher.com. That's where you can go to check out all the VODs and the MP3s, iTunes as well as other podcatchers. And anybody want to add something real quick, maybe? No? Yeah.
Someone buy me a new webcam.
No.
Okay. It was more of a.
You buy a mic stand.
I'm gonna pick one up soon. I might get one for free. So. Working things out. Figuring it out.
His mic stand is his friend. He's just gonna invite him over. Hey, hold my mic.
I'm just gonna have someone standing right off the camera.
I'm holding it.
That's
Curb's
like,
friend.
Yeah.
He is
My friends
free.
like to yell.
He's available.
For some reason. Yeah.
And they speak like they have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or like Titus O'Neil.
Sure. Okay, I'm gonna end on that note. Bye.
Peace.
Oh no! I didn't do that properly. Oh. There you go. Yeah, sure. Take your time. Where's that? Oh. Actually, might as well do this.